So I'm just on here for a second to tell you something about what you have already seen me talk about at this point, which is field inspections. And so in my field inspections training, I talk about the importance of reading the instructions on what your assignment is, because even though you may have done an assignment before, it could very well be different the next time you do it. I'm here at Walmart, and I was here at Walmart yesterday. I'm back today because I had to come back and take a picture for one of my jobs. Now, it wasn't because I didn't pay attention, I didn't read, I didn't necessarily make a mistake. I had 3 inspections yesterday, all for the same client. It's a computer client, and they produce other products and services as well, but it was at 3 different locations. So I had to go to a Target, a Office Depot, and a Walmart, all on different sides of town. 3 different cities I went to. And it took me approximately, because I calculated my earnings this morning, it took me approximately 2.5 hours to complete all 3, which is not bad. And I made $56.25 or 20 cents, something like that, for an hour between the 3, right? They all paid different amounts. The lowest one paid $31 and the highest one paid, $50. And so all of my earnings together for one day totaled up to $113. So I take the 113 and divide it by 2.5 hours, and that gives me my average per hour earnings. So $56 an hour yesterday for 2.5 hours of work, not bad. And that included me entering the information, because I figured out how to enter the information quicker. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me in the first place. Probably because I'm so meticulous. I was handwriting some of my notes yesterday, and I was like, what am I doing? I could do this so much faster instead of having to go back and put in the information. Although some notes did need to be taken, because I did have to write, include some product SKUs. But yeah, other than that, I had to come back and take a picture because my daughter got sick. She's been sick for a couple of days, but it's gotten really bad. And so I ended up having to take her to the emergency room. And so the emergency room was not far from where I was. And I left one job, and I was going against the clock because she had been sick. So I had not slept the whole 24 hours before, literally not even got in the bed until about 12:30 p.m. the day before. And I took a 1.5-hour nap. That's all the sleep I've had in 24 hours. And so I didn't start my day. I was supposed to start these inspections at like 9, but because of no sleep, that didn't happen. So what ended up happening, sorry for the sun's going down. What ended up happening was, when I came here, I still had to come here and do this last inspection because I had until midnight to turn in my documents, and I had already completed the other 2. Process, everything was done. I just needed to finish this one. So I had to still come to Walmart. I still had to put the information into the system. And of course, now that I've done 3 of them, because this was a completely new assignment inspection, I've never done this type of inspection before, and it wasn't hard or anything, but because it was new, the first one took me the longest to do. But once I did the first one, the next 2, I knew, the flow of things. But still, read all the instructions, which I did before I even started. Before I left the house, I read all of my instructions on all of them to make any notes and, any standout thing that was different between them, which none of them were different. Et cetera, et cetera. But I'm letting you know that mistakes can still happen, because I'm here now because I had to come and take a picture again. And I just realized my car is on. So I'm really hoping, because you guys are on my Bluetooth, that you guys can hear me. And that turned my playlist, my Apple playlist on. That's not what I wanted to do. So anyways, what was I saying? Because I was coming here, train of thought to because I was here and I was rushing because I was trying to get done to take my daughter to the emergency room. I didn't get one of the main pictures that I needed. I mean, all the pictures are important, but I always take extra pictures just in case. And I know I took that picture, but probably in the midst of me rushing, trying to document information, waiting to talk to a Walmart employee, going through 3 employees before I got to get all the information from one of them, because this was a revealed inspection, kind of like a mystery shop, but it wasn't a secret. doing all of that and then trying to rush, I didn't get the picture that I needed. And so I didn't have it in my camera roll. And I know I took that picture twice, but I either hit it and didn't complete it like I thought, or whatever the case was, because I had done 2 already. So I know I needed that format of picture, the angle of the wide view of the picture, but for whatever reason I didn't have it. So I had to come back, which is not too bad. It's only about 16 to 20 minutes from where I live, so not as far as the other 2, which are way far out, plus traffic. So that was okay. But yeah, so just wanted to say, be careful. Sometimes things happen, life happens. My child was sick, she needed to go to the emergency room. It was a serious situation. She's okay. We actually have a follow-up for her coming up, and so far what they saw was just viral, but all of that to say, things happen. Be careful. They didn't make a big deal. They just put an alert. And the only reason I knew, always check your inspections the day after you do them. When you input your information, always double check to make sure that you didn't get any comments back. And it's the weekend and they are still sending me jobs and they are still working. Plus it's the end of the month. So they're trying to get all of their jobs in for the month, to meet the client's, expectations of who hired them. So they're trying to do all of their end of the month stuff. So just make sure if you make a mistake, or if you do an inspection, always check the next day in that 24-hour period to make sure they haven't sent you a message. They don't need any follow-up or anything like that. This one paid the most money for me yesterday. It was a $50 inspection that literally took me, I mean, I did it quick because, of course, my daughter was sick, so I was rushing. But even without rushing, it still was only 10 or 15 minutes really for me to do it. And it only took that long because I had to wait on the Walmart employees because there wasn't a lot of area to cover. The Office Depot one took me a little bit longer. They had a bigger selection. Target was a mess. Their whole display, it was crazy. But the Walmart one really was a 15-minute at max. 20, but 15 minutes, including input, because I did the input as I did the inspection. Pro tip. So just be careful. Things happen. It's not the end of the world, and you've done the job, and something small like one picture missing, and had I had it in my camera, I could have just sent it, but I had to come back and take it because I did not even have that picture at all. So that's the reason why I had to come back. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world, but just a note that if you don't input, they will ask you to go back. They didn't tell me to go back. They just asked for the picture, but I had to go back because I didn't have the picture in my phone. So there's that. But happy inspecting. And if you don't have the course or you haven't checked it out, be sure to look at the link below and you can get a special discount on my field inspection course. 7 steps to get started as a field inspector and the companies that pay you. And I did some deep dive into Google. I mean, you can Google and find some stuff. True enough, you can if you know what you're looking for. But what I found, I have not seen anybody share this magnitude of a list of companies. It goes deep. There's a lot of companies out here for different types of inspections, from mortgage to commercial to boats, aircrafts, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of work in field inspection, if I haven't said it already. And I'm excited to see what else is out there. So hopefully, if you haven't gotten the course, link is below. Also, if you don't want the course and you just want to get a list so you can get started and hit the ground running, you can get a list, mini list, absolutely free. You just put your email name and email address in, and you can get just a mini list of companies you can get started with making money. If you want the step-by-step course, my experience, and the bonuses that I share inside of the course. When I was recording the training, I was like, oh, this training is good because it's field inspection, of course, the 7 steps plus 9 bonuses. I had an epiphany in the middle of me recording the training, so you got a whole nother bonus about making your business work for you. It was juicy. And then I give some other tips in there about other industries that you can pair along with field inspection work, other businesses, other ways to make money that you may be interested in. So check out the course. Again, the link is below. Until next time, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to go back home, back to mommy duties. It's the weekend and I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of stuff. This week has been so off with my daughter being sick. Just me and my husband were talking about how crazy it's been this week, but I've been making money at the same time, even though it's been crazy. So, okay. I love you guys. Until next time, trust God, put your blinders on, and maybe you don't know what that means. Focus on what you're doing. Don't be looking left, don't be looking right, don't get distracted. Put your blinders on, stay focused, and be consistent. Okay, until next time, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.